What's up, guys? Cody here today with a discussion of whether or not Thunderlords should be nerfed. Now, it's a hot topic because if you haven't noticed, pretty much everyone's taking Thunderlords right now. It seems to be an OP mastery right now. It's the only one that people really care about. But so, yeah, before we can really answer the question of whether or not Thunderlord should be nerfed, we have to first look into how it kind of got to the situation that it's in right now. So, right now, Thunderlords, okay. When the masteries first came out, Thunderlords wasn't really used at all. It was just kind of there, and no one quite really used it. Everyone had their focus on Warlord's Bloodlust, because it was just the thing to take. But that once that got hotfixed, everyone started using Fervor of Battle. And then the whole time there was those people using Deathfire and abusing it. But so, over time, over time they nerfed Warlords, they nerfed Fervor of Battle, and they nerfed Deathfire. And so after all of those nerfs, that brought us to everyone having Thunderlords. Now during that time, Thunderlords got buffed by a little bit when the mastery, after the masteries first came out. It did get buffed a little bit. I think like the AD ratio got increased by like 10% or something like that. And so it did get a buff, but that wasn't necessarily the reason why it was used so much. It's used because it's the most appealing mastery, not because it's overpowered in any sense, but because it's the most appealing mastery. And because it's the most appealing mastery, people are going to use it the most. But so, as a result of all those nerfs, everyone just started using Thunderlords. Now, should Thunderlords be nerfed though? In my opinion, no, it doesn't need to be nerfed. What needs to happen is Thunderlords is the masteries need to be balanced out, and they need to just make the other masteries better. That's what they should do. Which they are planning on doing that. I mean, with I'll just go over all of them. Warlords, they're buffing a little bit to make it a scaling type of thing. To make it a scaling type of thing, and to make it better late game. For Battle, they're buffing by making it so that way it can do just more damage. You have less that you have to stack, and you have more and it does more damage. Then Deathfire, they're buffing a little bit with the damage ratios. And then Storm Raiders, they're increasing the movement speed. They're giving you a slow resistance now, and they're doing what was the last thing? Oh, they're increasing the time that you can use that you can proc it. And then Thunderlords are not touching, but Thunderlords are not touching, and then they're not touching Wind Speakers, which I don't know if any of you know this, but Wind Speakers actually procs on your own heals. Like the 10% healing and shields works for yourself, which they don't really tell you outright, but. And then Bond of Stone, they're putting it back to where it's putting Bond of Stone back to where it's gonna be 4% base damage reduction and 6% 6% when near an ally. So and then Strength of the Ages, they're not touching. That seems pretty reasonable as it is. I'm not a big fan of it just because I prefer damage reduction over flat HP. But that's just me. And then plus I only really see Strength of the Ages used in the jungle. So. And then Gracity and Dying they're not touching, which is fine. I think that's good how it is. But so yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. So I don't think Thunderlord should be nerfed. I think it's quite fine as it is, and yep. So that's all I really got to say about that. So let me know below in the comments what your opinion is on Thunderlords and all the other masteries, and whether you think Thunderlords does actually deserve a nerf or something, or whether like a certain mastery deserves a buff or whatnot. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did, and share this with your friends, and catch me streaming on Twitch. My Twitch will be in the description below. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.